The day Amakosi made their move. The morning sun rose gently over Naturena, but inside the Kaizer chief's headquarters, the atmosphere was anything but calm. Phones buzzed, documents moved from one desk to another, and quiet conversations filled the corridors. This was not an ordinary day. This was the day Amakosi were ready to take a bold step forward. For months, supporters had demanded a striker who could change matches, someone with hunger, movement, and an eye for goal. The technical team had studied countless profiles, watched endless clips, and debated late into the night. In the end, one name continued to rise above the rest: Stephen Mukwala. A journey built on patience and fire. Mukwala's journey to this moment had not been smooth or predictable. It was shaped by discipline, resilience, and an unshakable belief in his own ability. Long before the black and gold colors entered his life, he had carved a reputation as a forward who thrived on pressure. When he joined the Lions, expectations followed him immediately. The club demanded intensity, bravery, and goals, and Mukwala embraced all of it. From his very first appearances, it was clear he was not a striker who waited for chances. He created them. He pressed defenders relentlessly. He attacked space with purpose. He made runs that opened gaps for teammates. The fans quickly noticed. Mukwala's stats as a Lion. During his time with the Lions, Mukwala developed into one of the most dependable attacking players in the squad. His numbers reflected his influence. Appearances, 78 competitive matches. Goals scored, 29 goals. Assists, 14 assists. Big chances created, 35 plus. Man of the Match awards, 7. But statistics only told part of the story. Some of his goals came late in matches when legs were tired. Others arrived in high-pressure fixtures when the crowd demanded inspiration. He scored with his right foot, his left, and even in the air, despite not being the tallest striker on the pitch. More importantly, he showed leadership in moments when the Lions needed belief. Coaches praised his work ethic, teammates trusted his movement, opponents respected his unpredictability. By the time Kaizer Chiefs scouts finalized their reports, one conclusion was clear: Mukwala was ready for a bigger stage. Kaizer Chiefs make their decision. At Naturena, the club's football leadership knew they could not afford hesitation. The team needed goals, but also character. They needed someone who understood African football, physical battles, and the pressure of passionate supporters. Stephen Mukwala checked every box. Negotiations were handled quietly, no public drama, no unnecessary noise. While fans speculated online, Chiefs were focused on one thing: getting the deal done. Then, one afternoon, a black SUV rolled through the gates of the training complex. Inside sat Stephen Mukwala. The moment of registration. As Mukwala stepped out of the vehicle, he paused briefly. The Kaizer Chiefs badge stood proudly on the building in front of him. Years of hard work, sacrifice, and belief had led to this exact moment. Inside the boardroom, the documents were ready. The registration process was calm but emotional. Mukwala reviewed the papers carefully, his eyes scanning every page. When the pen finally touched the paper, the sound felt louder than it should have been. Stephen Mukwala was now a Kaizer Chiefs player. A new chapter had begun. A striker built for Amakosi. What excited the technical team most was how well Mukwala's style suited Chiefs' philosophy. He was not just a penalty box striker. He could drop deep, link play, and stretch defenses with intelligent runs. Training sessions quickly revealed his mentality. He stayed late, he asked questions, he studied movement patterns with midfielders. Coaches noticed how he communicated constantly, demanding the ball, encouraging teammates, and pressing defenders as if every drill was a cup final. For a club rebuilding its attacking identity, Mukwala represented hunger. The fans react. News of his registration spread rapidly among the Amakosi faithful. Supporters debated his role, his best position, and how many goals he could score in his first season. Some remembered his decisive finishes as a Lion. Others highlighted his work rate and aggression. But most agreed on one thing. This was a signing made with purpose. Mukwala was not coming to observe. He was coming to compete. Carrying the weight of expectation. Wearing the Kaizer Chiefs jersey is not easy. Every missed chance is discussed. Every goal is celebrated across the country. Mukwala understood this reality from day one. During his introductory meeting with the squad, he spoke briefly but confidently. He did not promise a specific number of goals. Instead, he promised effort, commitment, and respect for the badge. Those words resonated. From Lion to Amakosi Warrior. Looking back at his time as a Lion, Mukwala knew those seasons prepared him for this step. The physical battles, the pressure matches, the responsibility of leading the line, all of it shaped him. Now the challenge was bigger. New stadiums, larger crowds, higher expectations. But if his journey had proven anything, it was that Mukwala thrived when the challenge grew. The road ahead. As preseason sessions continued, one thing became clear. Mukwala was settling in quickly. His movement improved week by week. His chemistry with midfielders developed naturally. His finishing grew sharper with every drill. Kaizer Chiefs had not just registered a striker, they had registered belief. And somewhere between the echoes of training ground whistles and the roar of future matchday crowds, Stephen Mukwala smiled quietly, knowing his story was far from finished. The Lion had arrived in gold and black, ready to roar on a bigger stage.